Well, here we are in Richmond Park. This is about 15 minutes from my house. It's a beautiful place, lots of space to come and think, relax. You know, we have deer here, horses, dogs, cars, everything you could ever need. I think for any songwriter is to be someone who keeps on journaling. You know, you keep on being aware and listening out for ideas, lyrical or melodic. So I always have my trusty journal, take it almost wherever I go. And it's just, you know, if you're listening to a talk, you're listening to a CD or watching a movie, you hear something that inspires you, a conversation, you know, someone's pouring out their heart and you're thinking, oh, that could be a great lyric. You know, you just write it down so that then you can later date go back and look through it. You know, it's like, I guess, trying to develop songwriting antennae, that you're just constantly trying to tune in, to listen in. Is there a phrase here that could be used, that could work really well in a song? If you're like me, you know, I might be walking around and you suddenly get a melody in your head, and what I do, I have my phone with me, and like the other day, my wife was speaking at church actually, and I'd heard the talk quite a few times beforehand. Oh, text, sorry. And I started sort of listening and hearing this melody, so I quickly popped outside. Hopefully she didn't see me, and so just sung it into the phone. Now, probably sound terrible. I think all you can really hear is car horns beeping. There you go. So you go. So he wasn't. Oh, there he goes again. It wasn't beeping at me, but but you know. So it's just having the tools around you so that you can always be. Sorry. It's having the tools around you so that you can always be aware and ready to capture an idea. You know, there's nothing worse than finding this great idea and then getting really excited about it. And then you try and remember it a few hours later and it's gone forever, you know? I think I've probably written some incredible songs that I forgot in my head, or I like to think anyway. There's always been, hasn't there, quite a resentment perhaps between musicians and critics. I was reading this anonymous quote from a musician that said, asking a musician what they think of a music critique is rather like asking a lamppost what it thinks about dogs. You know, when these people challenge, you know, your creativity, your ideas, it can be really difficult. But I think one of the things that's essential is that we learn to be a bit more chilled out. You know, we come up with these ideas, and if we want them to really grow and develop, then we need to allow outside input. You know, we need to allow people to come in and say, that's great, that's not so good. This is one of the new songs on the album, Clinging to the Cross. You can kind of see the process of editing and re-editing. Say for the tag section, what a saviour, what a story, you were crucified, now Jesus is alive. I sent that to a couple of friends, a guy called Graham Tomlin, theologian, and he said, it doesn't quite make sense, you were crucified, now Jesus is alive, so we ended up changing it. You were crucified, but now you are alive. You know, actually, I think often the best art comes with lots of kind of tension and frustration, and perhaps that critical journey of fine-tuning, honing things, editing things. No, so Christ me, you keep it as a...
Right, I got you.
And then it goes, be my every...
Then go to the high note.
Yeah. You know, perhaps sometimes the times I get most cross with my wife is when I play her a song that I think's, you know, really great, and she's like, oh no, it sounds like all your other ones and it's boring and, you know, oh. But anyway, it's very good for me because it keeps pushing me. You know, we need to find lyrics and songs that people want to sing. You know, a friend of mine said to me the other day, he said, Tim, give me a song to sing. You know, and I love the challenge because sometimes we can get so caught up in perhaps making them, you know, as poetic and as theologically accurate, and is this going to work, isn't it? That actually the danger is we can sometimes lose the heart and the passion. And people are just crying out for a song to sing, something that kind of gets under their skin. And the only way I think we're going to write these songs is by being gutsy and allowing all that's coming from deep within us to overflow, to pour out. You know, recently I was at a U2 gig and you see them playing so many of these numbers, you know, when you get to the chorus, everyone just screams out, you know, you can't sing the song half-heartedly, and I think there's something wonderful about that, kind of causing people to respond passionately and expressively. You know, there should be times where we just want to shout out, you know, kind of a bit more ballsy, as it were, in our worship, if that's theologically accurate. Might cut that, yeah. Last week I had the privilege of songwriting in Abbey Road Studios in London, and myself and good friend Mark Beswick met together with this worship leader and pastor from America called Smokey Norfolk. And we had this fantastic day together working on this song, and it was an amazing experience because you kind of, hadn't really met him before, so you come together and you're in this room and suddenly it's like, how on earth is this going to work, you know? Are we going to click? How are we going to develop this song? And it's amazing to see that process from kind of this little melody idea Mark and I had, just to see how it kind of gradually took shape over the day.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
But you know, it only works if you're willing to be honest and vulnerable, and also you can't hold on to it too precious. You know, there's some ideas you've got to let die. You know, there's some things that perhaps I'd like to see happen in the song, but the others aren't so much into it. So you kind of have this friendly battle, as it were, kind of to you know, see how it all ends up taking shape.
You guys?
Yeah.
That's good stuff.